If you look at the agenda, there are so many different topics that one person can't possibly attend to all of them. There are some very basic courses and then advanced courses for people who have been in government a long time. There's always something to learn. Laws and rules are always changing, particularly in Trenton, and you need to keep up on them to keep your community and yourself out of difficulty and make sure that you're spending the municipal tax dollar wisely.
We heard questions on the quality of life services that are provided by the Department of Environmental Protection, on some stormwater regulations and the costs of implementing them. With the state treasurer, we heard that property tax relief is on the table. The state is still looking at a $3 billion deficit in state revenues. So, they're confronted with problems, but the point was made very clearly, I believe, that, look, we are all serving the same property taxpayer. Whether or not they're a state property taxpayer, they all live in municipalities, so we have to be looking for relief. And I think that kind of interchange and realization, both from the people from the state and from the local governments, is very healthy. And that's kind of I believe, the key to the Mayor's Box lunch is that we're trying to identify the leaders, bring them forward to hear firsthand from the mayors.
Well, obviously, the major challenge for municipalities is the issue of property taxes and the cost of government. And this is something that we at the Department of Community Affairs are very aware of, working with our Division of Local Government Services. We're going to be working with municipalities to try to help them to deal with these issues. And obviously, the amount of state aid is very important. And we've been able in the past to try to stabilize that, and we hope to do it again during this upcoming year. But the issue of property taxes and effectively using those property taxes and making sure that they are not increasing is something that all the municipalities have to deal with and is extremely important.
Yeah, it's about the economic impact of arts, history, and culture in New Jersey. It's a $1.5 billion industry, and we don't know how many people know about that. But there's some towns and cities that have vibrant downtowns, and why is that? It's because they're cultural meccas. So we want to let everybody know the success stories in New Jersey. So we have two of them here today, New Brunswick and Millville. But there are many, many more, Red Bank and Newark and Montclair and Cape May. And you go around the state and you see all of these vibrant downtowns. And why is that? Because art, history, and culture just draws people downtown. It enhances property values, and it makes a great place for businesses to relocate and to stay and to expand. So what we're trying to do today is to give all of the towns and cities a model to follow, because if they look at these success stories, they're going to want to follow those. But like I said, there are many more than the ones that are presented here today. But it really is a formula for success. And it's great for tourism. I also am head of travel and tourism in New Jersey. And if you have wonderful destinations, people will come. So today we're really talking about the tremendous economic impact that a lot of people don't know about. For every dollar that a patron spends at a venue, $4 goes into the local economy. There was a study done recently. For every 250,000 people that come into your town, into your city, the economic impact is $47 million. There was a study done recently, very recently, on the economic impact of arts, history, and culture in New Brunswick and Newark. The total amount annually was $200 million in just two towns. So we need for this to proliferate. We need to have other towns and cities following these models. So we'll have everybody talking about that today, and hopefully we'll give them lots of information that they can go away with and replicate these programs.
The arts have revived Millville. 10 years ago when I was elected, the downtown was dead. Absolutely nothing happening. So we decided to move in the way of the arts, and it's been phenomenal for us. We currently have over 70 artists located and showing in our downtown area. It has certainly revitalized the downtown. From going from less than 50% occupancy, we now have 98% occupancy, and it has been phenomenal. The number of people who come in, it has really helped us a lot. We were actually named one of the best downtowns in New Jersey by New Jersey Monthly Magazine last year, and that's all because of the arts and the arts opportunities that we've taken in to our downtown area. And we're also looking forward to July 1st, Millville will open a brand new motorsports park that's going to be a little bit different than NASCAR. The Motorsports Park will actually host the Porsche Clubs of America, the Motorsports Car Clubs of America, and we're really excited about that because they are people with money to spend, and when they come in and the husband races around the track. We're hoping the wife comes downtown and buys some art from our arts district.
The League of Municipalities gives us a great opportunity as members of the Cabinet to come and brief them in the 566 municipalities that are represented here on what we're doing at the Department of Transportation to make the lives of people that live in their communities better, whether it's making sure the potholes are repaired or making sure the bridges that they travel on are safe, or making sure that there are plenty of trains and buses for people to get to and from work. My job here is to come and answer questions and give them an overview of what we're doing at the Department of Transportation to make the lives of people better in the 566 municipalities.
Thank you. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face?
Well, the Transportation Trust Fund, which is the primary mechanism through which we fund all the local aid projects that the municipalities get every year, is facing bankruptcy in 2011. So unless we do something substantial and soon, we're essentially looking at a major funding cliff. Nobody wants to see the transportation system in New Jersey shut down, because it's not only just good for making sure the economy sustains, but it's so important for the quality of life of the people who live here. So we have to make sure from an economic standpoint and to preserve the quality of life of the people in New Jersey that we have a vibrant transportation system.
I'm here, like all mayors and other elected officials, to continue to learn about cutting-edge issues, whether it's about greening your communities or about such things as growth, as well as looking at what we need to do in relation to gangs and illegal guns. So this is an outstanding opportunity to be here and network with the business community, but also to get best practices from people that are doing it on a practical level in their own communities.
What is one of the biggest challenges that you face as a mayor?
Well, certainly education, working with improving public education, also making sure that our public safety continues to improve by reducing crime the way we have done over the last 4 years, and also looking at greening our community, because that creates not only energy efficient buildings, but also provides what I call green collar careers, when you look at careers that will come as a result of going energy efficient.
The purpose of this workshop really is to encourage and to motivate women, to empower them, to talk about the virtues and the ethics dealing with women in government, and really just to reach out and be able to have a support system for one another.
I do believe, having served in government since 1985, that we need to have diverse voices around the table. We get a better decision, whether it's government or in the business world or in the nonprofit world, when we think differently, and we need to look different and think different and do different things, and that's why having women in government is important. And if you look out at this room, you see women of all ages, of all races, of all ethnic backgrounds who share a common goal to make our government better.
Not only do we have women elected officials, we went from number 40 in the nation to number 15. We also have women in executive positions and key administrative positions. So it's very rewarding for women throughout New Jersey to know they are being led by a great group of women in New Jersey.
In the context of making real the promise of good government, in the context of restoring the public trust, to be the change, we really do have to live the message. There's work to be done, but we're doing it in the state that we love so much, and the best is yet to come.